so you guys come on here and take a look at this right here. You done already seen the thumbnail, you know what it's all gonna look like. You know what I mean? I'm talking about a level up, easy to do. We talking 15 minutes worth of prep, maybe 10 minutes worth of cook time, and then you got a whole complete meal for you ready to go in like what, 25 minutes. Now, let me just start by this. Listen, since I'm saying Cajun, look, this is my Creole kick right here. This is my seasoning, that's the base right there. That's where we gonna get a lot of the flavor, right? Then we got shrimp. How I level that up, I want you guys to take a look right here. Look, I'm using the garlic and put that on here. The flesh absorbs it, and that's what gives us the flavor, right? Okay, so look, we got heavy cream, and then right here, what's this mystery juice right there? Look, that's pasta water. I saved that. I've already done my pasta, which is my pasta right here. I got penne, right? Penne pasta. What I do is I take about a half a cup, just set it to the side. I'm gonna show you, we'll use this, you know, when we're making our sauce, but right now you just wanna save some of that. Didn't wanna bore you guys, right? We got parm, we got a little garnish, right? This is parsley, and then we got butter. And then as always, you know what? I got my friends with me, that's salt and pepper. Hey, with that being said, let's get it. I've already made it, like I said earlier, you know what I mean? I made my pasta al dente, right? So now I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this in here like this and get this going. We're gonna stop that cooking process. We already got our pasta draining, right? This is real simple. Look, now we're gonna move over to the, you know, to the shrimp, right? Look, I'm gonna take my branch and vine, garlic infused olive oil. Look, I only wanna put in about a tablespoon. This is all I need. That right there should about do it. Listen, this is the level up. As soon as you pull this off the top, look, listen. You hear that little boop? You can just, the aroma. Now, we all know shrimp is real, you know, the flesh is real absorbent, right? So we just put that in there like that. And now I'm coming with my Creole kick, right? This is where we're gonna get a little bit of this flavor, you know? I'm not gonna say just a little bit, we're gonna get a lot of the flavor from here. And just start getting this to coat. Now, one of the things I like about shrimp, listen, if you do any type of marinating, you know, process, it really, really, you know, absorbs inside the meat. Now this is gonna all come into play in just 1 second. But you can look at this right now and then you guys can just imagine. You know, for those of you guys that have it already, and I know it's a lot of y'all that do, and for those that don't know, don't sleep, folks. You have to be careful. I probably should have doubled this because once I start taking them off out of the pan, I like to just go ahead and eat a few on my own. But look at that right there. Okay, so look, first thing I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and start, you know, melting my butter. Now, what I want to show you is, look at the size pan that I'm using. It's a reason why, because when we put our shrimp in there, it depends on how much shrimp you have. You want to make sure it's all layered down on the bottom, right? Meaning, you don't want none on top of each other. You just want a bunch of them down here, as many as you can put on there, just on one side, and make sure they're not on the top, right? And then we're gonna cook them for a minute or two, then we're gonna flip them over. And then you might have to do it in two batches. Everything is melted. Now you just want to go ahead and put them in like this. Now this pan I'm using right here, made by Hexclad, look, it's going to take a lot of volume. You know what I mean? So I can just about eyeball it and figure out where I'm at. But you see right here, I'm probably going to be able to get all of these in here right now. So I believe I am. But remember, if you don't have one that's big enough to get them all in one layer, go ahead and just do them in 2 batches. Let's talk about this. The heat is underneath the bottom because it's a gas burner, right? The heat has to come all the way this way to get to the edge. So look at this one right here. Not really cooking, right? But you see how they starting to curl up? When they start curling like that, that lets you know they cooking fine. So look, now we're just gonna flip these over here like this, and then we're gonna cook the same. Now, for the ones that don't really start to turn like that, we'll move those and work those towards the center. You know, you just wanna get them to the heat source. Okay, so I want you to look at this. Listen, it's only taking about like maybe 3 minutes, 3.5, between 3 and 3.5 minutes. These are nice. Now, when I pick these up, I can feel they nice. You know what I mean? I can feel they still nice and soft. They cook throughout, and I know it's got a lot of flavor. Listen, I've been cooking with Creole kick and been using branch and vines, you know, infused olive oils forever. You know, so I can just tell you that right there, that combination right there always works. Okay, so look, with the heat still underneath, you know, it'll start to thicken up, right? This is what we put in here. Now, let's go ahead and start building some layers, right? I'm gonna go ahead and take my heavy cream and pour this in here just like that. I think now you guys are getting the gist of it now, right? So, if you're cooking with anything outside of like this hexaclad pan, you know what I mean? If you got anything sticking, now you want to get yourself something like this and just scrape the bottom. If it's a non-stick, make sure that you guys are using something that, you know, that's appropriate. You don't want to use metal utensils inside of a non-stick, right? Right, so look, still under heat. Look at that right there. You guys can see the flavor. Okay, look, you see this? You want to come back to like a light little boil, right? The way it is right now, you can just see about where I got it positioned here. So if I move it over this way, they start, you know, moving over this way. See how it's starting to come that way? You just want to center it. So I'm gonna give it a stir here. Once you achieve that, now we're gonna go ahead and start adding our parm, right? Just a little bit at a time, right? That's just a good rule of thumb, to just add whatever you add in just a little bit at a time. Now I want you guys to tell me what you think, especially if you're new. It should be coming along. You should be getting excited, and you should be thinking right now, I'm going to the store to go get these ingredients, and I'm finna make this. I'm finna show out. Now, adjust your heat. I wanna bring this down because I don't want it to cook too fast, and I don't want it super high. You know what I mean? So look, that's good right there. I'm just gonna let this go for maybe about another 30 more seconds, and then we're gonna introduce the pasta. And then lastly, after we get it mixed, then we're gonna go ahead and introduce the shrimp. Real simple, folks. Remember, 25 minutes, you should be sitting at your table with some great Kool-Aid and doing your thing. You guys can see the texture right here. This is when it's done right. A lot of times when I'm filming, I'm like rushing through it, you know what I mean? But listen, now we taking our time. You can hear the tone in my voice is going down, folks. Now we'll just start introducing some of the pasta. But I'm liking this. I'm liking the consistency, you know, from my sauce. And this right here is it. I can actually get just a little bit more pasta in there. Talk to me now down in the comment section. Tell me what you guys are seeing, what you're thinking, you know? Now, I make this kind of stuff all the time. You can see I got prior videos. You can add andouille sauces to this. You want to level it up, you can go and put some bell peppers in there. You can put the Holy Trinity in it. Hey, sky's the limit. But right now, I'm just telling you how to make an easy, quick meal in 25 minutes, right? So everything that's inside of here, I want you guys to take a look right there. Look at that. You see that right there? All of that's going in here. Why? Because we created that flavor, and we want this to be great. It's like a lot of warm colors. A lot of times when I'm talking, I know you guys, if you've been following me, you know that I like to talk about the presentation. Listen, it's just part of the whole level up, right? We already using the top-notch ingredients and this right here. And you know what I like though? The ingredients that I cook with, listen, we can buy them just about anywhere in the country, right? They just readily available for everybody. Now look, I'm gonna go ahead and just get me a little bit of this right.